concerned citizen. I don't represent one side or the other. I'm here to, first of all, just give praise to our great country for us to be able to even be here today to speak what we want to speak. And if we remember and realize why our nation is such a great nation today is because we have those freedoms. I want to, just make sure that we represent the U.S. Constitution. I believe that the government's role is to make sure that the Constitution is upheld and not to put all these programs together. My husband comes from the automotive industry, has been out of work since December. But we have, scraped our pennies and things together, and we're picking ourselves up. I come from good Midwestern stock, and I've been taught to work hard, and when times are lean, you work harder. And we've been on very, very lean times. But I'm not asking for a handout or a bailout. We work harder. Our family has not been without insurance. The group plan my husband had through his employer was not as good as what we could as myself being an independent business owner. So we put our own plan together. We have options. We got to choose what we want. And so I don't feel that the government right now has shown us through any of their major programs and organizations over the decades that they've been successful in running any major plan. And the last thing we need to do is to ramrod this undecipherable program at lightning speed through Congress without understanding the process. Now, do I agree that reform and things need to happen? Absolutely. Because being, an independent payer of my own health care for my family, the costs are exorbitant. They're outrageous. And it's going up. We just got a $250 a month increase on our private insurance. Let's get down to the root cause of what the problems are. Let's talk about the physicians. Let's talk about all of this extra waste in spending. Let's approach the fraud that's going in through the Medi-Cal, Medicare, Medicaid. Let's not make an immediate decision in 30 days because we have to. But, what we want to do is let's take a look at those things. What I want to see right now, especially for all of you from, Fremont NUMMI people, I have friends, very close friends, many years working at NUMMI. My husband sold cars that were produced at NUMMI and is now out of work, okay? What I want to see is, I want to see our government focus today on changing the 12.2% unemployment in this state, and it's going up. That's where our focus needs to be, so we can put money in our pockets, so we can choose the insurance plans that we want. We are spending way too much time to put another layer on top. We are not fixing the root cause. We put another layer, there is no fix to the root cause, and the fraud is going to increase. So, Mr. Congressman, I ask that you please take our message back, and let's get to the root cause and what is the plan for addressing that and focusing more on our unemployment than the health care at this point.
I can't disagree with you that unemployment is a vital concern. I'm not sure that we don't have to do them together. This is going to do any good. I don't know how many people in here are Medicare beneficiaries. And of those of you who are Medicare beneficiaries, how many of you gave Medicare? I think that you will find, again, as a government, it is the most efficient insurance plan. It offers the most comprehensive benefits. Yes, it has some fraud and some abuse, which is a constant battle, as does any program. The Defense Department has fraud and abuse, and we work at that every year. You have inspector generals who are constantly trying to arrest people and take them to jail and get the money back. So defrauding the government is not something that just happens on occasion. It's a full-time employment. And we try in every way that we can to limit that or bring people, and you know, every once in a while you put somebody in jail for defrauding the government, and you'll be amazed how that particular type of fraud stops for a couple of years when they see somebody do some hard time. So that the occasional arrest and conviction and incarceration has an amazing effect. Whether it's members of Congress who end up going to jail, or whether it's a physician who submits false claims, if you punish them, that word gets around, and that's a way that we are constantly looking to bring those people to justice in the hope that it will cut the waste of your taxpayer dollars in those programs that we have. And while I would submit to you there are good insurance companies and bad insurance companies, the regulations in the bill do not have us running them, but they do suggest that the insurance companies will no longer be able to deny you insurance because of pre-existing conditions. Cancel this decision thing where suddenly you get sick, and they look at you. This one company in Southern California has 30 people who are on commission full-time when somebody gets sick to go through their application and find anything in that application to give them a reason to cancel. In one case, somebody said they weighed 170 pounds when they applied, and they had a physical said they weighed 175 pounds. And they had cancer, so they canceled their payments. That's called rescission. And what's a court case? So I don't have to do it. I get you to, for the non-believers, excuse me. Yeah, all right. For the non-believers, it's Dr. Geller, who represents some of the for-profit insurance companies now. And it's United, I'll get you, yeah, I'll get it. Put it on your card again. But this guy got a $3 or $9 million fine for doing it. So I mean, this is no, that's not. Blue Cross does the same thing, and they testify that they have to do it because they think it fights fraud and abuse. We happen to think that it's a danger for people buying insurance, so we would change the insurance regulation and hopefully get. If we had these 40, 50 million people who are now not insured, we're all paying for them through our higher premiums. We really are. I mean, for every person who's uninsured, who's happened to go up here to Washington Hospital or any place else, go to the emergency room, Washington Hospital has to increase their costs or charges to cover that. If those people went in and had a